Mayor Dan Carter is joining us live from Oshawa this morning. Mayor Carter, good to talk to you. You have a really interesting riding profile in this election. Of course, Doug Ford, the PC leader, Mayor Carter has, of course, made it clear he's sort of campaigning against sort of Donald Trump. And the tariffs, of course, you have the GM plant in your riding, which the auto sector is part of what Donald Trump is targeting. What's your sense of how this campaigning has played out in your riding? Because almost any party, it seems, could win in Oshawa.
Yeah, first of all, good morning and thank you for the opportunity to be able to join you today. Yeah, we are all concerned in regards to where the tariffs are going, really trying to understand exactly what is in front of us and make sure that we're prepared for it. We've had some really good conversations with local businesses that do a lot of business in the United States. We've had many meetings, of course, with the auto industry. Matter of fact, this morning we have an Auto Caucus Mayors meeting. We're coming together to kind of really understand what we can expect and what we can prepare for. But it has been a very interesting time, and I think everybody is a little anxious. As you know, in 2018, I went through this just prior to me coming to office, and that was when GM made the announcement that they were wrapping up production here in Oshawa. We renegotiated, we got them back, we worked with General Motors and Unifor, but we are once again facing something that I think that all of us are trying to make sense of. So we got to lobby, educate, inform, make sure that we don't speculate, keep people calm. And to be absolutely honest, Nick, one of the things that I'm really amazed at is how Canadians are uniting and coming together in regards to this issue. So it's going to be a number one topic, I think, in the provincial election. Who can lead us and who can represent us will be the biggest question we'll have to be able to answer.
Yeah, I remember getting to know you quite well 7 years ago when all that was unfolding in Oshawa. That was a hectic time indeed. There's also a situation, Mayor Carter, in Oshawa of a bit of precariousness based on the connection to the auto sector, et cetera, and all the sort of related industries there to the potential tariffs here. In those meetings you were just describing, whether it's with the auto mayors or with the businesses, you're saying, what sort of level do you see their fear at? How concerned are they? I mean, Trump is talking about, next week, maybe next Tuesday, of actually bringing these tariffs in.
You know, the thing that's really difficult for us right now is we just don't know what we're facing and we don't have clarity on it. But I think what we're trying to do is run a lot of different scenarios to be able to see if it's 10%, if it's 20%, if it's 25%, how long will that happen? What do we need to do locally? We have to look at it as local leaders about the things that we can control. So what do we need to do to make sure that we're getting the voice of those that may be impacted through these tariffs forward? And then what we also have to do at the same time is, what do we control? So is that development charges? Is that phasing of taxes? What kind of support programs are we going to need for individuals that may have to transition in a short period of time as we go through these tariffs? Right now, the uncertainty is what's really the biggest obstacle. We just don't know what we're dealing with. So we're trying to prepare for every different scenario and still kind of guessing as we go through it. But we are committed in regards to making sure the voice of local people is heard.
Yeah, I think we all kind of feel that way. It's just that uncertainty that's really sort of rattling people right now. In terms of during the campaign, the last 27 days or so, Mayor Carter, have you seen the parties paying particular attention to Oshawa? Have you seen the main party leaders come through?
So, yes, we have, but we haven't been able to have the conversations I wish that we could have. I mean, I've had the opportunity to meet with the Premier and really have conversations there. But at the same time, we've had other conversations with the local representatives to try and make sure that they understand what's happening in Oshawa, from our healthcare concerns and some of the exciting things that are happening with Queen's University and the Stay and Learn program, to the auto industry and what's happening there. And then also on the other side is something that I'm really concerned about, of course, is the opiate crisis and the unsheltered population. What are we going to do together as provincial leaders and along with local leaders to be able to solve these issues? These are complex issues. We need everybody at the table. There's no bad ideas. Let's come together to be able to make sure that Ontario gets through this, again, storm.
Don't mean to put you on the spot right now, Mayor Carter, but some mayors have endorsed parties or candidates. Are you doing that, or are you staying sort of out of it at this point?
No, I did endorse the Premier. I made it quite clear at his announcement. So I feel that the relationship that I have with the Premier and with many of the ministers has been strong. We continue to advocate on behalf of Oshawa. I want to do everything I possibly can to get investments and programs here to be able to support our residents. So I feel comfortable with that. And I believe that, it's a really interesting time. But this isn't about dividing. This is about uniting. And I think that we can do that successfully. So I look look forward to seeing what happens tomorrow. And then, of course, next week, my mayor's address happens, and I'm hoping to be able to answer a lot of those questions at that time.
Yeah, lots at stake over the next 24 hours. And then, of course, sometime next week, whenever Donald Trump kind of makes up his mind about the tariffs. Oshawa Mayor Dan Carter, appreciate the time. And yeah, good luck sorting through all of that.
Stay well. It's always good to see you.
Take care. Thank you.